Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we meticulously track the intricate and often dramatic currents within the British royal family. Today, we are delving into a profound and deeply sensitive internal conflict that is currently testing the resolve of the future king, Prince William. The dilemma facing the Prince of Wales is not merely political, it is intensely personal, forcing him to choose between his unwavering commitment to modernizing the monarchy and his deep-seated compassion for his family members. At the heart of this complicated situation lies Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, and his former wife, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, whose already precarious standing within the royal institution has been thrown into further jeopardy by the resurgence of painful details concerning their past associations. We have learned of a significant decision, or perhaps a significant non-decision made by Prince William. He has reportedly stepped back from enforcing a major ruling that would effectively cement the banishment of the Duke and Duchess of York from the royal fold. And the reason for this pause is rooted entirely in his desire to shield Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, his cousins, from experiencing further public embarrassment and emotional distress. This story takes us right to the core of the monarchy's struggle for stability and public trust in the face of relentless scrutiny. It is an open secret, hidden no longer from the eyes of the world, that the remaining threads of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson's relationship with the working royal family are at catastrophic risk. This risk has escalated dramatically following the recent media exposure of controversial emails, which tied the couple to the disgraced and convicted sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein. The implications of these leaked communications are staggering. They have reignited a fierce public debate regarding who should be permitted to stand alongside the sovereign at moments of national importance. Consequently, there are now incredibly strong and insistent calls emanating from the public domain, demanding that these former working royals, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, be permanently barred or put under a strict ban from participating in every conceivable kind of public-facing royal gathering, ceremony, or event. This public outcry places King Charles III and Prince William in an unenviable position, forcing them to navigate a treacherous path between duty and familial loyalty. To understand the different approaches being taken by the current monarch and his heir, we turn to the illuminating analysis provided by veteran royal commentator Jenny Bond. Miss Bond recently offered a compelling comparison of King Charles's reaction versus Prince William's likely stance towards the ongoing scandals involving the Yorks. Writing in a detailed column published in the respected newspaper Bond drew a fascinating parallel, suggesting that the Prince of Wales, while reform-minded, possesses a capacity for forgiveness that mirrors his father's own nature. However, she offered a stark warning regarding the inevitable future. While King Charles may currently be exercising restraint, the commentary suggests that Andrew and Sarah would certainly face far more severe, perhaps even irreversible consequences once William ascends the throne and becomes king. This hints at a future where accountability and the reputation of the crown will take precedence over immediate family ties. Prince William himself has not been silent about his intentions for his future reign. He has previously spoken quite candidly about the necessity of bringing fundamental change to the institution when he eventually takes the crown. During his appearance on the television series The Reluctant Traveler William offered a glimpse into his mindset, revealing his dedication to evolution and modernization. He said, and I quote, "I think it's safe to say that change is on my agenda. Change for good, and I embrace that. I enjoy that change. I don't fear it. That's the bit that excites me. The idea of being able to bring some change." These words are highly significant. They demonstrate that William views the monarchy not as a static historical artifact, but as a dynamic entity that must adapt to survive and thrive in the modern era. His agenda for change is widely understood to include a radical slimming down of the number of working royals and an uncompromising approach to dealing with those who bring the institution into disrepute. Given the continued fallout surrounding the Duke of York, it is impossible not to see Andrew's position as one of the primary targets for this systemic overhaul. Returning to Jenny Bond's expert commentary on the immediate crisis, the email scandal and the pressure on King Charles, she highlights the current sovereign's personality as a crucial mitigating factor. She observed, "King Charles has never been that close to Andrew, but he is his big brother. and Charles is a man who is all about harmony. He is not someone who enjoys confrontation. This description paints a picture of a monarch who, having finally achieved his life's ambition, is reluctant to start his reign with a deeply destructive and public family feud. Charles's desire for harmony suggests a preference for quiet management of the crisis, perhaps hoping the storm will eventually pass rather than issuing a dramatic, confrontational edict against his sibling. The royal expert further elaborated that William, in contrast, is determined to change the monarchy for the better. This determination is the engine driving his potential for strict action. This phrase is a powerful hint that the Prince of Wales is prepared to take robust and unflinching measures against his uncle, the Duke of York, should the necessity arise, a necessity that the public currently believes has already arrived. William's vision, it seems, is a more streamlined, ethically unimpeachable institution, and he is willing to make tough choices to achieve it. However, this is where the narrative pivots, introducing the profound emotional obstacle that is currently causing William to hesitate. Jenny Bond emphatically claimed that while William has the internal resolve and the future authority to act decisively, he is deeply concerned about his cousins, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. It is this familial bond, this consideration for the innocent daughters of the Duke and Duchess of York, which might serve as the sole factor preventing him from taking the ultimate, humiliating step against Andrew and Fergie. The action being discussed, whether it is a permanent formal banishment from all royal life or a public shaming, would undoubtedly cause the sisters, Beatrice and Eugenie, further devastating hurt. The princesses of York have spent years quietly navigating the scandals surrounding their father, maintaining a dignified silence and attempting to carve out their own roles within the extended family structure. Any official, public humiliation of their parents would inevitably compound their existing emotional burden and extend the shadow of the scandal over their own lives. Bond stated this dilemma succinctly and powerfully. Banishing or humiliating Andrew and Fergie would cause the sisters further hurt, and that's a tough nut for William to crack. This phrase, "a tough nut for William to crack," encapsulates the complexity of the Prince of Wales's position. It's a conflict between his professional duty to the crown, which demands ethical purity and public confidence, and his personal responsibility as a cousin and family member. For Prince William, the decision is no longer about punishing the guilty. It is about protecting the innocent. Beatrice and Eugenie are widely respected for their grace under pressure. They are not working royals, but they remain close members of the extended family, often participating in major events like the late Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee and the coronation of King Charles III. If William were to issue a decree that fundamentally exiles the Yorks, he would essentially be forcing Beatrice and Eugenie to choose between their father and their relationship with the future king and queen. This is a burden of loyalty that William, known for his strong sense of family and protectiveness, clearly wishes to spare them. The immediate implications of this pause are multifaceted. It suggests that while the pressure to act is mounting, William is willing to tolerate the current, uncomfortable ambiguity rather than inflict emotional damage on his cousins. This reveals a compassionate side to the future monarch, one that prioritizes familial relationships, even when those relationships are complicated by scandal and public outrage. Yet the long-term prognosis for the Duke and Duchess of York remains bleak. William's desire for change, his determination to reform the monarchy for the better, remains an undeniable force. The reprieve they are currently receiving appears to be predicated entirely on the affection William holds for their daughters, rather than any belief in their own rehabilitation or suitability for public roles. This situation highlights one of the most challenging aspects of leading a hereditary monarchy: the inability to fully sever ties with difficult relatives without causing collateral damage to the next generation. As the York family continues to exist in this semi-detached state, neither fully in nor entirely out of the royal fold, William is buying time. He is awaiting a moment when he can enforce his vision of a slimmed-down monarchy without the devastating personal cost to Beatrice and Eugenie. The fact that William is willing to endure public criticism and the continuation of this controversy to protect his cousins speaks volumes about his character. It shows a thoughtful, measured approach, suggesting that his reign, while determinedly modern, will not be characterized by rash or emotionally destructive decisions. But the question remains, how long can this situation endure? The public's memory of the controversies surrounding the Epstein Association is not fading. Every time Prince Andrew or Sarah Ferguson appear, even in the most private capacity, the calls for a definitive ban resurface. The pressure cooker environment of royal life means that William's tough nut to crack will eventually require a definitive, perhaps painful solution. In conclusion, the current pause in definitive action against the Duke and Duchess of York is a powerful demonstration of Prince William's personal values conflicting with his future duty. He is the determined agent of change, ready to streamline the monarchy, but he is temporarily halted by his protective instinct toward Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. His decision to step back from making a dramatic move is a compassionate shield, aimed squarely at saving his cousins from further humiliation and distress. This careful balancing act between the needs of the institution and the bonds of kinship is a defining challenge for the Prince of Wales. It confirms that while the future king is resolved to implement strict reforms, he will never prioritize institutional efficiency over the emotional well-being of his closest relatives. What are your thoughts on this difficult dilemma facing Prince William? Do you believe he is right to prioritize the feelings of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie over the public's demand for a clear, immediate separation from the Yorks? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth royal analysis, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update on the evolving dynamics within the royal family. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.